We don't know a ton, but we'll see if everyone is kicking it in here. So, should be going. There we go. Now we're live. I wonder if I can put chat up on my screen so I can look this way instead of looking this way. How do I do live? Oh, there's chat. Perfect. Now I got chat up on my big screen so I can look at you guys and still read chat. Like I can see that Diana's here and Miss Debbie's here. Everybody's here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through and figure out what we do know so far about this case. It's still being treated as a missing persons case here. And so depending on where it goes this week, we'll talk to law enforcement probably tomorrow. I got a couple other podcasts I got to do. So we're going to probably do... We'll probably talk to law enforcement on Tuesday. We'll let all the news stations run their cycles. So, what's up? Aftershock, Jamie, Yolanda, Crispy, huh? Well, first let's we can go to the area of where Jepsy lived and look over some things, kind of the area in which she would have resided in. It's not the best of areas when it comes to Colorado Springs, but it's not terrible. What you're looking at there is her apartment complex. But what I want to do is I want to look. Okay, so she would have come out kind of in that parking lot there if she were to walk out and she was upset, if she was mad about something. And I think if you were going to storm out and go for a walk, you wouldn't walk to the back parking lot, okay? Now, the only reason you might do that is if you notice behind this parking lot this trail, this paved trail. So there's this paved sidewalk. So that would have given her a reason to walk into the parking lot behind the house. So this is her little... this is where she would have come out. And she could have walked over here, just here, and got on this sidewalk if you were going to go for a walk to try to vent. And this sidewalk goes for a while. And... it goes through these line of trees here. It goes along this ditch here. And I drove through here today. I actually put posters up on this trail down this sidewalk. I did it at a couple of the intersections. So I would come here, and down here at the intersections, there's little signs where you can that have the trail system marked. And I put signs up on all these trail system markers, these signs here, because I figured if someone were to see something suspicious just down this trail and then see her sign, they may call law enforcement. They may be looking extra along the trail. So we put signs up along this trail. And but I think if you were going to walk out, this is if what Dane is telling us is true, that she walked out. This is where she could have walked. This trail system runs all the way. I think that's a road, actually. Let me see if I can drop a... Oh, yeah, so that is part of the trail system. Never mind. Because the way it kicked me over there, that's all going to be part of this trail system, this sidewalk area. So you could walk all the way down these railroad tracks, and then it gets into dirt trail. But you can go all the way down this trail system for a ways. And so the only reason I'm bringing that up is because it's right behind her house. So you got to understand that trail system runs right behind her apartments. And so if the story he's telling about her getting upset and leaving, she could have walked down that trail system. To put it in perspective, these are her apartments, and that door right there is where she would have gone in. This would have been her entrance right by the office. This would have been the entrance and exit from her building. Now, some of you guys have been there with me, driven it. We put signs up all the way down this block. I put signs up in this apartment complex right here. I put them up on that street pole there. I put them up on that door that's in the middle there. That's her building there. Now, they keep taking them down, so I don't know how long they're going to leave them up. I spoke with someone that was walking out of there today, and he recognized her, but he didn't know who she, he didn't know her. He wasn't, crazy aware of who she was, or he told me what I already knew. He was like, who you need to talk to? You need to talk to the maintenance guy. And I was like, well, I know I already talked to the maintenance guy, but yeah, I do. The problem is I wonder if the maintenance guy is the one. Hers is the second floor there. That's her window right there. And depending on where and how and who, if she had someone pick her up, if she didn't have someone pick her up, if Dane's telling the truth. So I don't think Dane's telling the truth. Let me just be honest. I don't think he's telling the truth. If you were to ask me, I'd say he probably has something to do with this. I don't have my phone on me. Shoot. Just a second. Let's go see Dane, where Dane's at. I gotta get my phone though. I got address there. No. Check a microphone. Yep, it's back on. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip over and go see where Dane's at, because we have Dane's dad's address, and people are already texting me. So, according to some sources, law enforcement, if you're watching, I'm gonna lead you straight to where we think. When I say we, I say me. I'm not talking about you guys. I don't know what y'all think. Let's see here. Son of a gun. Let's see if we can go to see if we find where O'Dane's hiding out here. think. Dang. Let me see. Oh, I just want to double check. Just want to double check. Oh, so it's the one next to. So it's the one next to that. It's the blue one. Bingo. Oh. You think that's Ronald? Or do you think that's Dane? I believe this is where Dane's hanging right now, according to sources we have in, I think. I wonder if that's her. Do you see the girl that's in the Google picture right there next to the guy working on the window? That could be them. They could have been working on the window when Google went by, because that's about the right height for Dane, and that's about the right height for her. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Well, I have a car. I had someone that was out in front, but I think that's them. I think that's them at the dad's house. I hadn't looked at this, guys. I just did this with you guys, but that is the right height, the right build. His hair, I don't know if he's got a hat on or a bandana on, but that is totally her standing there. That's Jepsy. I really think that's her standing there. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I did not expect to see her in the Google image, you know. I had not looked at this at all until just now with you guys. And we had an address and we thought we would check it because I have video from out in front of that house, I believe. And I have a car that was in the neighborhood with Colorado plates that was close to that house. Oh yeah, that's definitely the same place. Oh yeah, I have video from out in front of there. So what I need to do is I need to get my phone hooked into this computer and I could show y'all this video. But it's just a quick short clip. But I cannot believe that in the Google picture they happen to be outside doing something with the window. But that I am almost 100% sure that is Dane and how do you say her name? Is it Jepsy or Gypsy? I think I heard a video where somebody calls her Gypsy, and so tell me if that's right. If that's how you say her name is Gypsy, or Jepsy. I'm not sure which one is the proper way to say it, but man, that's where Dane's at right now. He's at his dad's house. I am almost for sure that's them. Just with the. I don't know what they. No, it looks like they've got flowers and different stuff going on. So according to the guy who sent me the video, it's Jepsy, I think. But some people have been saying Gypsy. I just want to be able to pronounce. I just want to make sure I pronounce her name right. Well, that's Well, first of all, that's San Diego. So plants freaking grow there year round. And yeah, it says 2018, 2019. So it's copyright 2018, 2019. But let's see something here. Because there is another vehicle. Oh, wait. What is that vehicle? I want to make sure. Oh, see, this vehicle right here, I believe has Colorado plates, but it's down the road a little bit, but it could still be them because of the way the parking is. Oh, they got the plates blocked. But check this out, guys. I have video of this vehicle. Okay? I think, let me double check. I think I got video of that car right there, and I think that car, oh no, it's a different car. Never mind, sorry. Same color, but I have a picture of right out in front of that house just 2 days ago, or yeah, a couple of days, maybe yesterday or a day before, and I have some video, but it's just a short little clip. The guy I sent out there was a little scared to go up to the house. But my goodness, I cannot believe that. The Google car caught them out there. Yeah, not much parking in front of the house. That's where he's at, people, right now. I know he's there right now. Yeah, I saw that. The guy who's in. Why don't you go there and knock on that door? Make a live video and stream it to me, and we'll put it on Down with the Phone. You got to get me a little bit more clip than the one you got me. Great clip. It's a little dark out, though. You probably shouldn't go mess with him right now. Oh, man. She's forever going to be in that Google picture until Google changes. That dude's run halfway across America to get away from what he did here. Well, that guy's measuring a window, but he's fixing something on the window. But I'm telling you right now, I've looked at a lot of pictures of Dane. And Dane has a head of hair. Let me show you. Dane has a head of hair. And so that could very easily be Dane with that head of hair. You see that? If he had a bandana on, but that's about the perfect height difference. She comes up to his shoulders. Let's go look. He's stretching in this picture, but I really think almost. Oh, here we go. Here's another angle at him. Here's another angle. Let's get this angle. I really think that is Jepsy and Dane. That picture's kind of blurry. Let's go down the road here. Let's see if we can get another angle at him here. Let's try this way. No, can't see him from here. Let's go right here. I really think that's Jepsy. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's Jepsy and no, that's him and her right there, no doubt in my mind. It was back when he had longer hair. when he had that hair right there, and it looks like to me he has it in like a bandana or something. Yeah, no, that's 100% her. I would bet. I would bet on it. I mean, let's be honest. I haven't seen a picture of Ronald, but I have looked at these pictures of Dane. That's the same build guy. It's the same hair. He has lengthened his hair, and her hair. Now there he has shorter hair, but in that one picture he has long hair. So he could have had long hair, no problem. He could have cut it just recently. But that is, I'm. I mean, come on. What's the coincidences of this? When we know I'm almost 100% that this is like. I mean, again, what's the coincidences really? We go to one Google picture or the one Google. This one's kind of blurred. But let's do this. I'm convinced that that's gonna be him. I'm gonna go back and Google and fix it to the other picture. Come on, mouse. I'm going to go zoom in right here real quick. I'm going to get another shot of him. Oh, wait. That's a blurred one. Come on, Google. There we go. Guys. That has got to be him. I'm almost 100% sure. Man. Jay, if you're just joining, we doing a quick little look-see just at where Dane is. And it looks like that Google caught Dane and Jepsy outside the house working. At the same time, the Google car came through. That's some crazy stuff. But that hair right there with his psycho look, and yeah, that's him with a bandana on and Jepsy. No, that's him with that long hair right there, and he has it up in a bandana. I'm almost same height, same build, same everything. Obviously, we can't see his face, and we don't have the highest. I'm 100%. I would bet. I would bet on it. I would bet on it. It's the same build, same hair. Nah. That's Jepsy standing next to him. The chances. What are the chances of a guy the same build, Jepsy being there, and then all of a sudden, boom. Yeah, I'm going with it. That's the house. That's him. It shows that I bet she's been out there. I bet she's been out there. I bet maybe Man, there's a lot. This ain't the first time she's gone out to California with him. I promise you that. And he's the same build. That's why I don't think, if it was a different build guy, listen, workers in California are not tall white boys. I'm going to tell you that right there. That's not a racist comment. That's just a truth comment. That's the son working on his dad's house. He took his girlfriend out there, and he's doing some work on his dad's house right there. You know, picture could have been taken in 2018, back when he had that mop on his head, This was like he cut his hair, obviously, and some of these pictures are older, but when he had that mop on his head, he had that back pulled back, and he had a bandana on or something that day. I don't think that guy's leaner. Look at him. See if you look at the pictures. Look, she comes up to the. That's him. Look, it could be the same shorts he's wearing in one of these pictures. Wait a minute. I got that zoomed in right now. Let me back up here. Could be the exact same shorts he's wearing. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get this this little slideshow. He's wearing the same damn shorts. He's wearing the same shorts. That is 100% him. He just got a haircut. And he's wearing the same shorts in this picture. This picture could have been taken at... Nah, he's got short hair. But those are the same damn shorts. Same length and everything. Holy smokes. Can we just get rid of that guy for good? See, I don't even have to be... Ooh. Man, that's the same shorts. He's wearing the same shorts. Same length. That is him. I can't get much closer on the... Let me see. I can maybe blow it up a little bit. That's for sure him. I think he had longer hair. Them are the same damn shorts. This tells you he's taken Jepsy there before. Same length, everything. Those are the same length shorts. Everything. I bet those are his. This is the same dang shorts he's wearing in this picture, right? Those are jean shorts. He's got his pants off there. There you go. I didn't even notice he had his pants unbuckled. Yeah, look at that. Those aren't. There's some sort of denim, but they have that pocket in front of them, right? That's the same shorts, girls. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. Jay's over here trying to convince y'all that ain't Dane. That's 100% Dane working on his dad's house. That's 100% Dane working on his dad's house. Gypsy standing next to him, helping him, probably handing him stuff as he needs it. We have a picture of his license. Let me see if I can put a car. Okay, so there's a picture. Somebody, one of you crazy kids can run this. One of you crazy kids can run this license plate and see if it's. Wonder if this license plate is registered to Dane. This would be out in front of that house just a day ago. I'm gonna upload that. I'm gonna upload video, just a short clip. No, whoever the guy who took this clip for me, he definitely ain't a dad with a phone. he needs some proper lessons in the dad with the phone stuff. But let me that guy's not shorter. Look, he comes up to her shoulder. She comes up to his shoulder. He's not, man. That's him. The muscles, everything. He don't have no tattoos. I wish he had tattoos. I'd be able to tell you. Look, she comes up to his shoulder. She's gonna be right at his shoulder when he stands off his tippy toes. That is definitely him. Turn around, Dane. Google, why didn't y'all wait for him to turn around? Well, he's got his hands up, and the picture is distorted. You see how the window's distorted? Because that picture is taken in motion. Because it's Google. I'm telling you guys, y'all can argue. Y'all need to listen. Y'all think Dad's playing with you. I'm telling you, that's him. And that's his dad's house. For sure. 100% his dad's house. So you're telling me the coincidence that there's a short Asian Filipino girl out in front of the house with a tall white male, same build, and y'all don't believe me. Y'all gonna try to doubt me. I can't believe that. That's definitely him. It's just distorted in this picture. See, like, because the picture's in motion, so you're not ever going to be able to get like a straight shot of him, because the picture is distorted because of Google, because that car is driving at 30 miles an hour or whatever they do. We can't get a straight up shot. I'm trying to go from a little bit down. I want to go down just the road a little bit. See, and then a dang RV's in the way. So my next click, I wonder how I can just inch over. I just want to inch, Google. I just want to inch. Anyway, let me get some, let me pull video out here. I was trying to see. Can't do it. Can't do it. I wonder if I can get right in front of the car. See, it just wants to put me there every time. It took a picture there. Did it take a picture here? Can I just go 1 inch? No, it shins me. Oh, that's a little different. Oh, that's a little different too. Let's get that one. Oh, he's doing something. That is totally him. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I don't need no Photoshop. I don't need nobody else to... That's him. That damn RV's in our way. But I know it's just distorted. You see how the window's slanted now? The window's a little slanted. It's just because it's distorted. But I believe in a couple of things. One, tall white male with a woman who fits the description, the height of Jepsy, at the father's house. Like, if it wasn't dad's house and it was like the next door neighbor's house, we could have this argument. Google, and there's a reason Google Earth caught that. There's a reason why Google Earth caught that. Because this shows that he has taken her out there. And what if the story he's telling isn't the truth? You guys don't understand. The cops didn't show up at the house on the 20th. He didn't report her missing on the 20th. That's the last time anyone spoke with her via Facebook or on the phone. He didn't report her missing. He talked to the cops, but he had already skipped town and went out there to Dad's house. So there's something that's fishy, because people around the apartments definitely saw him around the apartments. They definitely found, were with him around these apartments. They know he was around these apartments. They saw them go in and out of these doors right here. I talked to a lady that comes out here and, oh, look at that crushed car. What we should go do is look around back and see if we can find any of these cars. But I talked to a lady who walks right past their apartment and walks out these office doors right here, and there's little ledge. You can't. Let's see if I get a different angle here. Let's see if I can just go. Oh shoot! I'm all zoomed in. Let me see if I can just get a different angle so I can show you these. I want to show you these ledges on the side of the sidewalk here. Let's see here. If this will let me. Look, the trees are in the way. If it ain't an RV, it's a tree. So it's not letting me. And then it wants me to put right here. But basically there's some ledges right behind those bushes, right underneath that little walkway there. And this lady said that she walked past the houses every day and would sit out there and smoke, and she would see Jepsy come out and head over, get in a car and go to work, or she assumed she was going to work. But she definitely saw them together a few times. And I'm telling you, he had hauled her across the country at least once to Daddy's. And but let me pull these videos up here again. This is going to be a real short video that I'm just going to put on. I'm going to put it on loop. There's going to be a picture of a Colorado car out in front of that house, and then there's going to be a short video from out in front of that house. And let me go ahead and just download these here. Let's get the video. It's the same car, definitely the same car out in front of that house that's in Google, 100%. But it's a short clip. So I don't want you to think you're getting some sort of crazy clip, but it's more than what you got. It's not a dad with the phone. It's a stranger with the phone. He just went by. He was like, I'm not real comfortable doing this, but he said he would do it. It's the same house out there. And then let me throw up the picture of the car. I wish he would go back though and give me some better pictures. I know he's listening. He's listening right now, so he keeps texting me. But let me put up the picture of the car here. And this is the picture, the only car in the area with Colorado plates. And so this guy figured this would be Dane's car. Somebody could probably do one of my investigators online right now probably could do an investigation and find out who this car is registered to, because this is a Colorado car. And throw it up on the window here. So this car was seen out in front of that house. And it looks like it's Colorado for sure. It looks like OXA 043. And that's a Mazda. I believe that's a, let me tell you exactly what kind of car that is. I believe that's a Mazda Protege. And maybe, oh, what's this? Is that that's the audio from that one clip? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, kids. Did that get crazy? Was it going back and forth? So, I believe this is Dane's vehicle, not Zane. That's my son. Dane's vehicle. This picture was taken just a couple of days ago out in front of that house that we were just looking at via Google. And so this is the only Colorado car in the area. So this is why it was believed to be Dane's. But that's out in front of his house right now. A couple of days ago. Not like right this minute, but the same season. And then we have out in front of that house, whenever Google Earth was there, we've got a gentleman and a young, or not a young, but a short, I can't really say young. We have a tall, white gentleman and a Asian lady standing. Oh wait, this can be a good picture. Oh, it's the same spot. Out in front of the house. And some people don't believe, but the reason they don't believe is that the arms look funny or this, that, the build looks funny, the shoulders don't look right. That's the same height. It's the same crazy hair that he has in one of those pictures that I have up on the screen. And it's just too much of a coincidence not to be him. I believe that's him with Jepsy, and they're working on Dad's house. It looks like they're doing some sort of window work, or maybe they were they taking off, maybe they had painted and they were taking off tape, or they're putting some sort of tape or plastic on the windows. Kind of looks like there's maybe some plastic or something they're doing on the windows, but I The guy wears the same shorts, has the same build. Okay, so maybe they're not the exact same shorts, but they're the same style of short. He's the same height. He's the same in conjunction with her. If you look at this group picture of him with the short hair, he obviously has short hair in this other picture, but we know he's had long hair in the past. And so, but he's the same height, the graphic tees, all that stuff, the shorts. I'm convinced that Google Earth may have caught them together. And this may only be relevant because you heard what the dad said. I think his hair looks just like the one where he's flexing and he looks like he has a bandana on. Like, I feel like he's wearing a bandana in that picture. But it's hard because that's right at the deformed spot. You see where the window's deformed? That's the same plane all the way across. So we cannot judge by his head because his head is deformed. His arms are deformed. At the most logical person that is Dane. That's Dane's dad's house. He's sitting out there with a woman who looks to be about the same build and height as Jepsy. And he's about the same build and height. You're not going to convince me. As far as dad with the phone's concerned, Google Earth caught Dane on camera with Jepsy. And we just found that. I mean, no one else has talked about that for sure. And I just looked at that place today. You guys looked at that place with me the first. Let's go back over here to Jepsy's, though, because I want to look at some other areas that if she walked away, if Dane's telling the truth, let's say Dane's telling the truth. He's telling 3 or 4 different versions of the truth because he tells a different story to different people. I just want you to kind of see. I mean, I know I've taken you to this area. Okay, so you got this big field. This field is directly catty corner of their apartments. So you see where her house is? That field is directly catty corner. I think the most logical thing is if she did walk, she came out here and she got on this sidewalk. You see this sidewalk right here? And she could have gone either way. She could have gone up the sidewalk, you know? This would have headed up this way. I headed down the other way earlier. But this sidewalk's just a walking path that goes behind these houses, behind these apartments. So it would be... Let's see if we can get over here. Oh, it's not going to let us. So it heads both directions from her house. It really, she could have gone anywhere, you know. Her window is going to be the second floor, third window from the building. So this is the office. She's right next to the office. But that's her window in the middle there. I don't know. Lots of people wear shorts, loving life at home. Again, let's just do the checklist. I got multiple pictures of him wearing those same style shorts. Multiple pictures. He's the same build and height. You guys that want to argue that, you're just not looking. If that's Jepsy, and then you look at the 2 pictures, he's the same build and height. So, where did I get that address for Dad? Don't you worry about that, girl. Don't you worry about that. I got my sources. What, now you going to question Dad? I don't think so, Jay. You just didn't have the address. Look it up. Look it up. I done give you the address. Yeah, that's the same. It's the same guy. That argument's done settled in my mind. This picture was taken 2018 copyright, but it says 2007 up there. It does look a little nicer than normal, but this would have been September. This picture would have been taken September, October actually. The reason I know that is because the trees are just the aspens. The aspens fall a little bit later, so it could have been as late as, late September, October. But the aspen leaves, that's what give this picture away, is the aspen leaves have changed and they're falling off the trees. That only happens in a certain part of the year here in Colorado. So that's when this picture would have been taken, which is a reminder to tell you guys there's Pikes Peak. So this picture I told you was taken September, October, I'm guessing by the aspen trees. And that's Pikes Peak there. We happen to have Colorado Crime Con going on in October right here in Colorado. So you can see how the weather can just be beautiful. I'm a little frustrated, but I understand, okay? I'm not going to be too frustrated, but I'm a little frustrated that they're taking down my signs at the apartment complex. I have committed to putting up signs as long as they take them out. Oh, see, Jay's arguing. Jay wants to argue. She wants to say, I have this for such and such. Now I'm going to have to send her a dang screenshot so she don't freaking flip out. You're in the wrong place, Jay, I'm telling you. You must be getting information from the wrong folks. Because now I bet you can't go to that address and get a tall white man and an Asian woman standing in front of it, But you go to the address I just sent you, and I got you covered, girl. Don't you worry about that. You got to know the full name. Oh, Sassy with a phone tonight. What y'all talking about? You come on my channel, try to describe. I didn't even know that guy. I didn't even know that guy was going to be standing there. I said, let's go over here to this address I got. And lo and behold, there's a guy who looks the same build, same everything, with a short, another woman who fits the description of Mrs. Jepsy sitting out in front of the house. I mean, you guys would probably argue with me if they were turned around facing us. Y'all would be like, oh, it doesn't look like him. I know that the hair's throwing y'all off, but there's a couple of things happening there. One, the picture is definitely across that plane, distorted all the way from the front door, across the windows, across his head and shoulders. And then, so the hair is going to look a little crazy, but I can't argue about this all day. That's a settled deal for me. That's a settled done deal. Look at that. We're both arguing now. We have two addresses. Let's go check this other address. Maybe we'll find the white man with an Asian woman out in front of this other address that Jay just sent me. We're both arguing over if we have the right one. Well, mine says specific age. Yours just says... That's hilarious. She has the same name, same age. She just has a different address. So let's go look at that one. We're going to go look at this other address and see what's up there. See if we can find anything that tells me. But here's what I have. I have video from outside the address I'm at right now. with a Colorado car just 2 days ago. So again, I'm not going to, I don't know who's got the right address. We don't know. We're just guessing here now because we're both using the same name. Let's go see where this other guy lives. Let's see who she's talking about. It's the other side of the bay. It's the other side of the bay. Let's go check it out. See if they're working on windows there. Here's what I know, Jay. That's got a swimming pool. You think that's Ronald's house? Come on. That's a much nicer house. Do they got Colorado plates? I don't think that's Ronald's house. I don't know. I don't think that's Ronald's house. Maybe it is. But there ain't no... You don't have anybody outside that fits the description. I'm just saying. I have people outside my house that fit the description. This one, maybe they're around back in the pool. You think Ronald's got a pool? We should call Ronald back and see if he's got a pool. Hey Ronald, what's your address? You think he'll tell me? You think he's gonna tell me his address? Yeah, I don't know. We got 2 addresses. Neither one can be verified, but I can tell you right now, in front of the house I went and looked at. Oh, we're in his backyard now. See if we can look in his windows. Not happening today, kids. I'm in a swimming pool. I do know that in front of the house I looked at, there's a white dude with an Asian lady. That I'm sure of. But, Jay, my source just said he'll check. I'm going to send him the address you just sent me. And he said he's going to check the other one tomorrow. So, I'm going to send... I got PIs looking everywhere. People everywhere. I just wish he would take better video. Take better video tomorrow. I just sent it to you. All right. So if you want to make an argument about either one of these, what we have found, like I don't know if this is. Look, I don't know if this is him. Where did it go? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I can't be. Nobody can be 100% sure. But what I can tell you is that for sure, in front of this house that I believe to be the house in which Dane's father resides, let's not drop myself over there. I don't know, because Jay had a different address. I'm not saying Jay's sources are not right, but I just can't get over this. I mean, this just blows my mind. I'm looking for a tall white dude with a Filipino young lady. And for all intensive purposes, I have a tall white dude and an Asian lady standing in front of the house in which I believe to be Ronald's house. Whew. And so maybe, okay, so Jay says maybe the little house is, the little blue house is a rental house owned by him. Well, then that makes total sense. If this is a little rental house owned by the father, and the son and the daughter-in-law have come out to work for Papa, and they're doing work on the rental house. This makes... Jay, you're making... See, now we're putting things together in a way that actually seem logical. If the larger house is Daddy's house, and this is a rental house, and they came out and worked on the rental house, this makes sense. Because what I do know so far is that Dane was very controlling. He was very controlling. It was a very... weird situation. The marriage arrangement was very weird. It was a very quick, very short arranged marriage. And so so now what I think could happen is if Dane is coming out to work with his dad, bring his girl out to work on the rental homes, well, then he's working on this house with her, and that makes total sense. That would mean that's why she's standing there with him. That's why she's there helping him in any way, shape, or form, giving him whatever he needs, and that makes total sense. The fact that Google caught them is just craziness. The fact that he just popped out right at the right time they were working on this house with the address. Now, verification would go back to, I had someone there 2 days ago and they took pictures of a vehicle out in front of this house and around this house. And this isn't a tourist area, by the way. The gentleman who was letting me in on this information said that the vehicle being there, a Colorado vehicle, is probably not a tourist situation. So this vehicle, don't know if it's registered to Dane or to Jepsy or who it's registered to, but this vehicle was out in front of that blue house in the area right there with Colorado plates. So in San Diego, yes. There's a possibility that this vehicle could come back to Dane. If that does come back to Dane, then Jay loses. And that's where Dane's at. Because he's now been spotted there once. Oh, wait. He's been spotted once. Let's go back over here to Jepsy's. Let's talk about what we know from what we've talked to. We've talked to people that are here. We've talked to the maintenance guy. We've talked to 2 or 3 tenants. Just today I talked to 3 tenants that are in the same building as Jepsy. The story goes that at some point she either got in a car with somebody, she leaves with somebody, and then there's another story that goes she walked away, she took off walking. There's another story that she went with Travis and Gene. There's all these stories that are coming out from text messages and Facebook messages of talking with the mother. I'm gonna pull up these Facebook messages. Ooh, I need to switch accounts. So we've been in contact with the mother for at least 2 days now, and the mom is working her way to get she may already have it, approval for a visa to come here. There are multiple people working on some transportational things for mother, as well as accommodations when she gets here. And so things are moving. There's a lot of speculation. People are like, well, what if she's at a battered women's shelter? What if she's at a different situation? But nonetheless, mom is going to be making her way here in the next few weeks, probably, if not sooner. I'm not sure on her timeline. I'm trying to pull up these texts, these messages. Gotta switch accounts, maybe. Oh, I need to get out of here. There we go, messages. Yes, switch. I want to read through some of these because I want you to kind of hear and from mom's perspective and different stuff when it comes to this guy. He what he may have done, may or may not have done. Margie. It's hard. When she types out like she groans. She types out her groaning, and I can just imagine the groans inside a mother's heart, the groaning of a mother, and she types them out. There's some things I'm not going to mention because we're still working on some leads, and I don't want to give anybody I don't want to give them a heads up. So she writes some thank yous. It's broken English. She says some things like, I hope you never leave us to face this case. I want to fly to Colorado. I want my daughter. I want to fight. And then she groans. I want to read. Let me see here. I'm trying to find these screenshots that he sent. I've been talking a lot. I freaking cry my eyes out like a baby. Let's see here. So I spoke with a woman who texted with Dane. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me pull this back here. Let me grab this. And these are some text messages between Dane and Hi, I'm a friend of your wife. I can't reach her. Please tell her we are missing her. Thank you. This was on March 24th. Sorry, she left to stay at a friend's. I don't really use Facebook Messenger when she's not here. Aw, thanks. Hope you don't mind if I ask when she's gonna come back. Dane says she didn't say. Do you know how we can contact her? I'm very sorry for bothering you. It's okay. I haven't tried calling her. She said she's going back to Chicago or the Philippines. So first of all, Dane is lying from the very start. What you have to understand are these are lies because we know that if she was going to make her way back to the Philippines, her family, her Filipino friends, people that could help her would be the first people she would let know that. Okay, well, I'm sure I'll hear from her eventually. Maybe I can help get it to her then. Right now, we're not talking, though. This was on March 25th. So this is 5 days. I'm the first one to ask him from the beginning. His answers from me to Jepsy's mom and other friends are completely different. So you have to understand these people that I'm speaking with are actually Filipinos. They're typing as broken English. Something about his own post said something about Gina. Like he tells the story about Gina from the restaurant in Colorado. He tells the story about Travis. And then he tells this girl who is one of Jepsy's friends. He tells her, oh, she's going to Chicago or she's going to the Philippines. He tells mom an entirely different. He tells police a different story. On the 20th, Jepsy On the 20th, Jepsy contacts all right, let me see what happened there. Something. So this is Jepsy to her friend. I can't read the translation. I need a translation. Yeah. So they started trying to get a hold of Jepsy on the 20th. And I don't know what those texts are, because they're speaking in like Filipino. But look at the time, March 20th. And this is from Jepsy's friends. And so what you have to understand is that he's telling a bunch of stories to a bunch of different people. And he can't tell the same story because it doesn't make sense. He can't say she's going back to the Philippines to the mom because the mom will know. But then he tells somebody from the States that she's going back to the Philippines, or somebody from local that she's going back to the Philippines. And so let me pull up another message here I got. We know he's telling a bunch of different stories. He's telling mom one thing. He's telling the friends one thing. And then mom tells me that there's another woman in play. And that's when things start to get, like, you have to start wondering why there's another woman in play. And so apparently this isn't the first time this guy's been married. He's been married before. He has a son or some kids with another woman. And he has gone out to the Philippines in 2017. May of 2017, he flies out to the Philippines. They meet each other. He flies back to the States. Then he flies back to the Philippines with a fiance passport. I don't know what the title is, but the visa. They get married in June. Fast forward a year, and there's a separation for a little bit because of another woman. There's some sort of weird dependency relationship that goes on because of what mom tells me. She's dependent on him for things, for food, and because she's coming from another country. She doesn't know anyone. There's some kind of weird dependency that I haven't quite placed yet. But what I do know is that at some point, the ex-wife comes into play. And we're still looking into that. And I know immediately when this thing happened, a lot of people jumped to the conclusion about the ex-wife. I'm not 100% why people started jumping that way, other than Jepsy's mother believes the ex-wife has something to play in this. And I asked her if if the ex-wife was part of it, and if what she thought, and from her perspective, we're still arguing over addresses. So the address Jay gave me, the address that Jay sent us to, that's a LA address. That Torrance address, that's Los Angeles. So either he's in Los Angeles or he's in San Diego. The address we went to here is a San Diego address. So this is San Diego. And then I didn't feel like it was that far across the bay, but let's look. Let's double check here, because people are saying he's in San Diego, but the address that the address that Jay sending us to is Los Angeles, so that's way up north. So depending on if he's in San Diego or in Los Angeles, because there is a difference. Yeah, Palo Alto Estates, that's all LA, Long Beach. And then San Diego's way down here. So there's definitely a discrepancy upon, but I have all the information we've been given is that he's in San Diego maybe now. I haven't heard anything about Los Angeles. So Jay, you better go back to your drawing board, girl. Because the Los Angeles address, if he's in Los Angeles or if he's in San Diego, that they're two different places. We've been here in San Diego, and so the San Diego address that we went to is literally right in the heart of San Diego, and so it'd be interesting. So depending on where he's at. But I can tell you this, you can't get much more of a, confirmation than a white male and an Asian lady that are sitting out in front of a house. Now, it would have been interesting had they been turned the other way. Had they been looking back towards us. Man, it's a close one though. But I gotta tell you, we'll end it here because I'm give you a little bit more info from today. So the mother is trying to get here. She's gonna get here quickly. And the cops, we don't know what they're doing yet. We're gonna try to get a hold of them this week. Try to get a little better information out of them this week to see if we can find out what they're going to do, how long they're going to look at this case as a missing persons case, how long are they going to, go about this case before they start actually looking at something. I do not believe Dane's first wife is Asian. She is a white female. I do have, let me see, I have pictures of her too. Let me think, where are those pictures? I got pictures of her. But I think the picture I have of her is with a minor, so I'm not going to show you that pic. I think. Let me look and see. I do have pictures of her. But I think, if I'm correct, the pictures I have of her are with a minor. Yeah. Let me see if I can cut the minor out. There we go. So I believe this is her. So I'm going to put some photos up of I wasn't going to do this because I didn't want to tip her off, but we're looking into her pretty heavily right now. So let me throw these pictures up on Google, and then I'll show you pictures of her. I don't want to show pictures of the minor, but I'll show you pictures of her for sure. Let me throw this on my Google Drive. She's been, according to friends of hers, she's been getting harassed a little bit. And, but if it should be, but because, and these are the things, I have some people that have said that she never tried to get back with him. He is very violent, and people have seen bruises on his ex-wife. So, if that's the case, but the mother seems to believe that the ex-wife was in the picture, and would come to the house and some different things. And so there's a lot of stories going on, actually. There's a lot of different things happening that we're not 100% sure on. We're not 100% on what the whole scenario is. The way the mother explained the relationship to me is that it was very quick, that it was a very awkward relationship. So these are pictures pulled via the book. So, they're only as accurate as the Facebook. But here would be a picture of his ex-wife. Best picture I have of her. So it's not the best. It's not a greatest picture. It doesn't tell you much, but I had to cut out I wanted to cut out the minor. So let me see what these pictures are coming into me now, though. Let me see what people are sending me here. Checking the text messages as they come in. like jinging, dinging, dinging. Come, how can I check them? Oh yeah, see, this is. See, everybody's like trying to, like, everybody has their own sources because everybody's sources are different. That's hilarious. Cause look, I gotta send a picture to somebody. Uh, it's funny. Everybody has different sources. Ooh, what did he say here? Oh, that's a terrible. I wish I had a picture of him. He doesn't have a picture. I'm getting now. People are sending me screenshots of old Ronald's Facebook. Can y'all see that? No, you can't. You can't see that. Everybody's got sources. I gotta go with my folks. Oh, now I gotta go back. Somebody else is messaging me. Everybody's got different addresses. All I know is the address I went to has a tall white male and an Asian woman out in front of it. I wish they were turned the other way. I do wish they were turned the other way. So, if you're asking Dad with a phone thinks Dane is in this blue house and or in the area. We have people on the ground there that have put a Colorado car in front of this house. They put a Colorado license plate car in front of this house. There are speculations on whether or not this is a rental house, if it's Dad's personal house, if Dad lives in a couple different areas. But what we do know is we've been told he's in San Diego. This is a San Diego address tied to the father. And then when we went there on Google, this is Google. This ain't even me. Like, it's not even a still frame out in front of the house. Had I come to Google first, I could have took that picture and told y'all, oh, this picture was from yesterday, and nobody would have known the wiser. But you guys were here when we were on the Google Earth, and y'all were here when I recognized it. I was like, what the crap? They're sitting out in front of the house right now. And they sure enough are. And so I think what's going to end up happening now is now we know that she has traveled there. I believe that with all my heart, that's her, that she has traveled there and that she has been there. And so I think that Dane is crouched up in that little house right there right now. I wish we could give him a call and tell him to come on outside. It's only 7. What time is it there? It's 10 o'clock here, so that makes it, 9 o'clock there? Yeah, it's a little late. I won't give old Dane a call tonight. It's 10 o'clock, kids, on a Sunday. Let me see if I can, what we can do here. We can do, do I have a phone number here? Do I got a phone number? Oh, if you would like to call in to Dad with a phone and tell me what you think about all this stuff today, then go ahead and give this little number a chit-chatter call. And you can give me your own 2 thoughts. on whether or not you think Dane has anything to do with this thing, where he falls in the aspects of this craziness. Phone number's up. You can make the call or don't. But if you do, know you're going live. Don't be thinking you're going to be getting me. Over 700,000 for 625 square feet. That's some craziness. Will Julie call in and tell me what he said? I know you've been harassing him all day. Julie talking to Dane, being crazy on the Facebook. Busted, Julie. You're busted. Dad just outed you on the phone. I ain't even been looking at... who's texting me? Interesting. Did we get a number for her? I don't know if we got a good number for Dane's mother. If you'd like to call in, my number's up there. It is 10:02. How long have I been going on this YouTuber today? I might be going out of here. I might be done. Oh, I'm already an hour and a half in. Have I really been going an hour and a half? That's crazy. Time flies. I hadn't even looked at my analytics until just now. I've been so enamored with this, looking at this house and trying to figure out where and how. Yes, he met her on a VA. Morris says they met on the internet. Yes, they met on a website, according to the mother. I asked that question specifically to the mother, and she said they met on like a dating website. And they, communicated online. Then he flew out to the Philippines. Now, let me tell you an interesting story today. Today, if y'all joined me live when I was putting up posters, I put up a poster at the 7-Eleven that was closest to their apartments, the apartments. And when I put up a poster, there was a couple of people there that were asking me about the poster and stuff. One of the gentlemen said, "Oh my goodness, I know 2 other people." Listen. I know 2 other people who have married, who have found their wives in the Philippines on a dating website, flown over, met them, and married them and brought them back to the States. And those 2 people live right in that same area. And so it's interesting that it's too late, right, Jay? It's probably too late. Too late tonight. I met 2 other people today that live in that same area. So I was at, I'll just go down to the the 7-Eleven that I'm talking about that I went to is right here. So this 7-Eleven is right here in this shopping center that and so I went down here and dropped a couple signs around this area here. And when I went into this 7-Eleven right here, so I went into that 7-Eleven, put a sign there, put a poster there, and I talked to a gentleman who. Uh-oh, we got Montana calling me. You're live with Dad with a phone.
Well, hello.
Hello. Who
Nobody was calling. Hi. Oh, this is Carla. This is Love and Life at Home.
Love and Life at Home. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm probably on your shit list, but anyway.
Why are you on my shit list?
No, because I was disagreeing with you. But that's not him. I'm looking.
Oh, it's 100% him.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, I mean you could argue with me, but the coincidences that add up are way more in my percentage favors than they are in your percentage favors.
No.
Absolutely.
No, that person.
Absolutely.
Is either Oriental or Asian or something.
Who is?
The one on the Google Maps.
The tall person?
Yeah.
There's not an Asian over 6 foot tall.
He's not over 6 foot tall. He's standing on, I don't know what it is that he's standing
Oh,
on.
come on. Come on. You are
and
no way.
The other thing is he has Oriental hair. Now I don't I didn't want to type that on there.
He doesn't have Oriental hair.
It's not Dane.
You can't see his hair because of the deformity from the
there's
Google.
no deformity. If you go to, I'm on Google Maps. It's not deformed like on the picture on your thing.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm on Google Maps.
He's got thin arm. No, mine's not deformed at all. He's got thin arms.
That guy's over 6 foot tall. I can promise you that because I'm looking at those windows. Those are 8 foot doors. That's an 8 foot door.
But I'm telling you, he's standing on something.
No, look. So listen, that door is an 8 foot door. And he's down below, but his hands are straight up. I promise you, that man is every bit over 6 foot.
But I'm telling you, he's standing on something. You just can't see what you can see part of it.
I see he's standing on the sidewalk. He's standing on the concrete right there. I can see the concrete plain and day.
No, I can't tell that it's concrete. But
I can. Let me zoom in. I'll zoom in and tell you because her feet are on the same plane.
She's lower than him. She's standing lower than him.
Nah.
Yeah. If you look, her feet are below that.
Again, I don't have to. We could argue about this all day. That is not an Asian man. Those are white. Those are white arms. Those are white legs. Those are the same. Listen, I have 3 pictures. Where Dane is wearing the same style shorts. I have an address that's confirmed Ronald's address here. Now there's multiple addresses that we got coming out. So now I have confirmed the same shorts, same style shorts. A white tall man.
I'm laughing at somebody just typed in that's not my sister in the Google.
And then Asian, and then no, I'm betting. No, I'm betting a house on it, but we'll never know.
I don't know. We'll never know.
That's the worst part is we'll never. This is going to be a speculative. People are going to speculate for a minute.
I feel like calling Dane and just asking him.
Dane, are you on Google Earth? Wait. Well, let's call him. Let's call him up.
No, let's not.
Because you've called him how many times today?
No, you already pissed him off.
How many times did you call him?
I didn't call him at all.
Oh, you didn't call him at all?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wait, this is Love and Life. This isn't Julie K.
I'm the wrong one.
Yeah. This is different. Julie is the one that's been calling him, I think.
Yeah, no, I didn't call.
No. I just want to make who I was thinking of.
And I'd like to say, not it's not my place to tell anybody, but if people need to be careful when they, as soon as somebody reads something on the internet, it's the gospel according to whoever, and then they spread it around, and so many things, like some of them are so stupid. Well,
like I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm looking at a Google map.
Oh
address.
no, I'm not talking. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that.
Oh,
That.
yeah, yeah.
No. Like they're divorced. No, somebody, and then because I read it somewhere. No, and then somebody goes, "Oh no, they're divorced."
Well, no,
You don't know that they're
the news reported
And
their
one of the news
divorce.
people did
Yeah,
it,
it was the
yeah.
news
One
that
of-
reported their divorce. I actually asked him. I referred to her both as the ex and as the wife because I said, "Well, I'm calling about your ex-wife," and he never corrected me. And then I said, "I'm calling about." I talked to the dad and called her his wife and daughter-in-law, and
Right.
so
And nobody said X.
yeah, no, and then they never. No, I was
Yeah.
the one who said X because I did that on
Yeah.
purpose because I wanted to see if he corrected me, and then I have heard.
Oh. Somebody said Gypsy's sister is in chat and says that's not Gypsy.
Not Jepsy.
Yeah.
Well, who's Gypsy's sister first?
And they also said.
Well, yeah, but you can't believe everybody who comes in chat and they think that's Gypsy. Oh, I'm Gypsy's sister. I've been in contact with Gypsy's mother, and
Which one is Gypsy's sister? Who's Gypsy's sister?
I don't know. Let me see.
No, I'm asking.
Oh.
Yes, that's not my sister 100%. BB Jean Amaga. BB? I don't know if I said that right. I'm sorry, BB, if I said that wrong.
That's the right last name. But see, I'm
always.
the
guy looks Filipino. They said.
I'm always.
See?
No, he's not Filipino. No way.
He's Filipino, Asian,
dude,
something. Yes.
That is him,
Yeah.
100%.
No.
Yes.
No. Hey, I have some really wonderful.
I'm the daughter of Margie too. Margie has Gypsy is the oldest of 5. So,
yeah.
So yeah, no.
And then there's Mira is here, and she said that is her sister.
Wait, somebody else says that is her sister?
Yeah.
Oh no, it said BB's her sister. No.
Someone else said
X
both
triple X.
yes,
13 jurors says I get triple X's. They're saying I've struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
13 jurors.
They're all saying I've struck out.
Jay says you have Filipinos saying they are.
I don't think they're Filipino. I think that's.
I have good news. Can I tell good news?
What's the good news?
Doesn't have anything to do with this. Doesn't have anything to do with me, but my niece just gave birth this morning.
Oh, awesome.
As a surrogate.
Oh, a surrogate.
Yes. I was so proud of her. Yes. Anyway.
Well, there you go.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
There's an awful lot of bad, awful things going on. So that's just something really, really good.
Well, BB says I struck out.
When I go to Google Maps and it blows up a lot bigger and it's just easier to see.
Oh, you went to Google Maps, not Google Earth Pro?
Yeah, I went to Google Maps.
I'm going to have to, let's go to Google Maps then.
Go to Google Maps because it's way clearer.
Let me go to Google. It's the same picture though?
Yeah, same app. Him hanging whatever in the window.
Google Maps.
And his arms aren't all distorted. And you'll see what I mean about his arms are small. For Big Dane.
For Big Dane, huh?
Yeah.
It's interesting that not very many people knew who he was when or even they knew about her, but they didn't know about him as much.
Right.
When I around the apartments, he wasn't around the apartments. What's the address I'm looking for?
1921.
1921 Chatsworth. What is it? Chatsworth?
Chatsworth, yeah. Chatswort.
Why y'all got to get on my dang live and prove Dad wrong? What's up with that?
Hey.
I wish I would have looked at had I looked at this before, I would have totally done this way different. Oh, it's the same picture. It's but it isn't.
Oh, yours.
But,
Why is yours? Yours is distorted.
yeah,
Mine,
but this one's not. No. This one's not.
Oh, you're not there
Oh
yet.
no,
Okay,
it's a
that's
much
okay.
clearer picture. He don't have a hat on and all.
No.
Yeah,
There's
this
no
is a
hat,
different.
there's no
Yeah,
do-rag.
way. See, now I got better sources.
I told you.
Google Earth
That's
is
not Dane. That
yeah.
ain't Dane.
It makes him look a lot different in
Way smaller.
Yeah, let me pull this picture up.
Yeah.
Google Pro sucks.
Yeah.
Let me pull this one up. Let me capture this window.
Nope, they're saying DWAP won't read the chat. What? I'll read it to him.
I don't read no damn. Oh, I just disappeared.
Yeah, don't read his clips.
I just disappeared. No, I'm trying to go pull in the. I'm gonna pull in the window capture from this one because it is. Oh wait, it's definitely clear. It's a definitely clearer picture in Google imagery.
Oh, they want the sister to they want the sister to call. That's what
if she wants to call in, I'll be honest with you. Talking to family's hard.
Right. It is.
I don't mind talking to family, but right now I'm kind of speculating on things.
Oh, Casey said she shouldn't have to call and prove anything. That's right.
No,
You're right,
she
Casey.
shouldn't. She doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not even what's going on here. So I don't want. That has nothing to do with. I'm not arguing. First of all, I'm talking, and we're I wanna be right. Everybody wants to be right, but I just got a better picture now, so I can definitely zoom in on this picture and tell you, because the picture I had, it made it look like the guy was wearing a bandana.
Yeah, no.
No, it's definitely.
Yeah, the hair is totally.
Yeah, you can see the hair in this picture.
Yep.
See, this is why we do this. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not going to be wrong. I'm not going to be wrong with Jay.
But you're looking at something that looks different, so.
Yeah, no, I was looking at something that looked totally different than this picture.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely an Asian guy.
I told you.
That's definitely an Asian guy.
And that's a little tiny house. If it's Ronald's address, then he must rent because it's the mailing address for taxes or whatever is different. It's in
the Torrance address. Yeah. But so the question is that everybody said he was in San Diego, and so that's where this San Diego even came from, is that he was in San Diego, and so. That's where we were looking in San Diego, and this is the house. I mean, I have a thing that says this house is registered to Ronald Ralph or something.
Jay said, "Better go back to your drawing board, Michael."
Jay, I'm getting straightened out here by my listeners, not by you, by the way. You could have told me to go. You could have said go to Google Maps and got a better picture, but no, somebody else had to call in.
It's a way better picture.
Oh yeah, I can almost read the logo on the back of his shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. We solved the mystery. I tried to convince y'all that was.
That's how we fix these things. Yeah.
I tried to convince y'all that was Kigliotto. How do you say his last name?
I don't know.
How do you say? Do you say
Kallungi?
Gypsy? Do you say Gypsy or Jepsy?
I think probably Gypsy, but I'm not sure. But I think maybe that's how they say it.
Well, yeah.
Even though it's spelled Jepsy, I think they say Gypsy. But yeah.
What happened to my? That's because I just changed windows. That's why it's going to my chat revenue.
Well, I better go and let somebody else call in. So.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for calling in with some Thanks for calling in with some actual advice instead of just trying to argue on the social media.
Yeah,
but yep. So that's an Asian dude.
Yeah.
Asian guy.
So we don't know. Maybe he might just be doing work there. I don't know.
Who knows? And BB says that that's not her sister. So
yeah.
And I believe that. So
yeah.
I didn't go there to figure out if that was Dane anyway. We saw that happen live. No. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, let's go check this out. It was, Jay's calling in now. She wants to gloat.
Right.
All right. Let me take Jay's call. Thanks for calling in. What are you doing?
Michael. You never listen to me.
I told you you're going to call in to try to gloat.
No, listen. That is her sister in the chat.
No, I believe you.
She said, yeah. So we need to ask her some questions while we've got her in chat because she knows some stuff. So I asked her if someone asked her if Jepsy worked, if she ever had a job, and what she did. And then she did say that is not her sister.
Well, no, I know that we've already.
We could have ended this party an hour ago.
Well, but that wouldn't have been no fun for my analytics. That's no fun for the analytics if you end a YouTube channel and you I wasn't even. First of all, this was not a discussion over the people standing out in front of that house. It just so happened that there were people standing out in front of the house.
I would have been like, "Whoa!"
What did she say? What did BB say about work?
I don't think she's answered that one yet, but she said that she left to come to Colorado on May 13th, 2017.
Yeah, that's the information I got from the mom too.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were married. They were married in June.
Yes, and RKM in chat also got Dane's car, make and model, which you were right about that. You were right about something tonight.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The car is at that house.
Yeah, listen, she even got the license plate number.
Well, that car is at the house. That car is at this house.
Right now?
That's what I'm trying. Yes. That's that picture. That picture that I took out in front of not that I took out, but the picture in front of the Chatsworth address, that picture of that car, that's out in front of the car. Right, yeah, that's out in front.
Oliver Kallungi, owner of 1998 Mazda Protege.
Absolutely.
DXLX sedan, 4-door.
That's the car.
Plate, OXA
I got it.
04.
I put the picture up just a second ago.
So he's laid up in that house?
He's laid up in that house right now because I had someone go to that house. Okay, so if you're listening still in chat, buddy, you hit the right house. You're at the right house. It might not have been the right picture on Google Earth that we were looking at, but if they're saying, let me see here. Is this the car? Yeah, this is the car right here. Let me pull this up. So this car, the day, let me see here. What day was it? What day did we do the first interview with Dane?
Oh, God. What is today? Sunday?
Yeah.
Must have been Thursday. It was when Mrs. Underground went to do that work. So what day was that? Thursday or Friday?
Yeah. So this car was parked out in front of that address the day after. So I got a mess, or I can tell you right now. Let me look at my chat. I got text messages right here. So the guy went to the house, took that little short video clip, and then he looked for a car he said that was the only car in the area with Colorado plates. And that's the same thing you just told me, right? It's the Mazda Protege OX or OXA 043.
So did he move out of that apartment? Did you ever find out?
That I haven't because it's the weekend, right? And so I couldn't get those ladies. I didn't get to talk to those ladies right away. And so I don't know if he moved out or if he still has stuff there. I would have to assume, so she went missing on the 20th, 25th. I have to assume that the apartment is still in their name because the police did get a warrant to go into that place, and they went in there. They went in there. So I have to assume that is still under her name, or because they went in there and checked it out.
Under his name, yeah. Okay, so Beatty said the first job she had was in Chicago.
Okay.
So when they were in Chicago, she was working there. Trying to keep up. Everybody's pissed at you for not reading chat, but it's hard when you're carrying on a conversation.
And you're trying to run OSB and trying to pull up pictures and Google Earth. Who y'all think I am? Like, I'm not Gray Hughes or something, you know?
I know, right?
Jeez.
And then she never worked in Colorado. BB just confirmed she never worked there.
Okay, so she never worked in Colorado. Okay.
Nope.
Well, that's
this whole Travis thing was supposed to be someone she met at work, correct?
Yeah, supposed to be that's a story. That's the story he tells, at least. And so,
and she is not an alcoholic. That's only his stories trying to cover something.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'm saying, like, he tells these different stories to people depending on who they were. Depending on who they were. So,
you know what really struck a chord with me that I heard you read was when you read text messages where he said she went to a friend's.
Yeah.
Sounds like Chris Watts. That's what he said his wife did too. Went to a friend.
Exactly.
But
and then
he changed his story.
And then he changed his story to someone else, and then he changed his story from that she walked out, like she just walked away, kind of thing.
Right.
And
she was leaving.
And then when he came back, she wasn't there, and so.
Yep.
No, they need to, and I'm glad a couple of things. One, so what we have found out so far, let's recap. One, the people in Google Earth are not Dane and Jepsy. How do they say their name? Does she say Gypsy or Jepsy?
Gypsy, or I think it sounds like Gypsy.
Okay, so
but
Gypsy.
Let's have our sister confirm. If you can confirm that, BB.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to say her name right, and so if it's Gypsy, I'll say Gypsy. If it's Jepsy, I'll say Jepsy. I just want to confirm on that. But we have confirmed now that the vehicle on the screen is Dane's, and I can confirm that vehicle was taken outside of the address 1921 Chatsworth Boulevard in San Diego. And I can confirm that via both. We have a video too of that house, and that picture comes from just a couple of days ago. I got a text message from somebody there and said, somebody I've spoken with before on a different deal. And they said, hey, man, I'm 15 minutes from the house if this is the right address. I was like, I don't know if that's the right address. Go check it out. And so he went and got a little quick video of the house and then looked for a car, and he took a picture of this car out in front of that house. And so that means Dane is there. So, buddy, if you're listening, we're going to need a knock on the door. We're going to need a knock on the door tomorrow. So he didn't want to go to your address. He was like, I'll go to that other address that Jay sent. And then he looked it up and he's like, this is in Los Angeles. And I'm like, oh, well, good. Let me tell Jay she's looking at the wrong address.
Well, that's registered to him too.
No, I have no doubt. Like, I have no doubt that I bet this is one of his dad's rental houses.
Oh, yeah. And it's empty. So he went and he's laid up in there.
Yeah. And he's moved back or whatever. So
unbelievable.
Yeah, that's craziness.
I really hope that the cops are really on him and not just letting him just slip through his cracks. This is really frustrating.
Yeah, it's weird because I talked to a guy today and he basically had said that he knew some, like he had a couple of buddies that had done the same thing, went to the Philippines, basically bought wives.
Yeah.
And then came back here, and now some of these situations have turned out okay and they're happily married and things are working out, and then others, he said, they turn nasty or whatever.
I mean, let's face it, you don't even know each other and you get married.
Yeah,
then you have a language barrier, and then you have like, what type of man is gonna do this in the first place?
Yeah, I kind of wonder about this because, like, so I don't know how. Do we know how old Dane is?
I think he's in his mid-30s.
Mid-30s, and then she was like 20.
Yeah, I think he's 10 years older than her.
So she was like 27 or 25 or something.
Yeah, she's young.
And then, I understand what's happening with the internet, and, they have a little pen pal relationship, and then, he goes over there and gets married, and it's obviously probably a better life for her to come here. But then from the situation, her mother has explained to me, it wasn't necessary. It was good for just a year or half a year, and then it started getting bad. And so he's 36, they're saying. So, yeah, she was right around 20-something. So
Jepsy's 26 right now, and
26.
he's 36.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If the cops
See,
are
her
smart,
sister.
then they're doing their job. They know exactly where he's at now, and they've got him under surveillance. That's what Casey says. I doubt they have him under surveillance. So first of all, they're not treating this as a murder or they're treating this as a missing person. And when you treat things as a missing person, like we saw with, Patrick Frazee.
Yeah, they think like that's an adult woman and she can leave and go somewhere if she wants to.
Yeah.
They don't get all concerned about adults that take off.
But the question is how long can they take off without, like, when does it become she's gone for longer?
Hopefully they found something in that apartment that would give them like probable cause to look at him.
Yeah, that's something I'm still I don't know, because it didn't take anything obvious. And I guess I can't say they didn't take anything, because the maintenance guy says, well, I just told him to put the keys back in the box. So I
wonder how long they were there, did he say?
No, he didn't say that either. And I talked to somebody today that saw the cops, but they said they kind of didn't want to talk and just kind of disappeared after the cops got there. And that was like the next door neighbor. And so
yeah.
I don't know if the cops walked up and down knocking on doors. Today.
Okay, her sister also confirmed she did not drive and she never had a license.
Okay. Well, and that was something that a lady said to me was, I would always see her jump in and get a ride. So I don't know who she was getting a ride from, but that did, because then I asked about a bicycle, because she said jump and ride, and I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't get into that detail on that,
yeah.
But it makes sense because she didn't have a license, she didn't have a vehicle, so.
Oh man, Mike, here's another comment from her sister. I asked if they had problems, if she knew they had problems. She said yes. It happened last year. Dane abandoned Jepsy for 3 weeks in their apartment, and only Mom supported my sister financially.
Yeah, Mom told me that story. I wasn't.
That makes me.
Yeah, like Mom told me that Margie said that he had left her with no food or anything.
No food, no wheels, no way to get anywhere.
Nowhere to get anywhere,
no
and
money.
So.
Wow.
Hopefully, Margie obviously got her some money, and there's stores close enough within walking distance. Like there's a Walmart and stuff within just a couple of blocks, and so.
But if she had no money.
Yeah, so just depending on if she hadn't. Yeah, hopefully her mom kind of helped, I think. But yeah, no, that was his. That was what she told me early on, that had happened a few times where he didn't he would leave her without money or leave her with very little money.
There's a little bit of a language barrier, but she said Jepsy never defend to Dane at all. So I don't know what that means. Like maybe she never fought with him or talked back to him. I don't know if that's what she means. Jepsy never defended Dane at all. So I'm thinking maybe she didn't cause any waves,
Oh no, I doubt it at all.
Yeah.
I doubt she did at all. I mean, and for all intensive purposes, like we see a lot of pictures, and they're smiling, and they're it looks like they're having fun. It didn't look. In my opinion, the pictures that I've seen of them together, they don't look like, she's forced to be there or she's upset. But I don't know.
Oh, okay. Her sister means that she wasn't dependent on Dane ever at all financially.
Oh. So she...
Because, she works in Chicago, and then it sounds like in Colorado, her mom supported her.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that.
Maybe depend. Or is that what people are guessing?
Well, we have someone else who I think is Filipino is trying to
Oh, so
translate.
they're trying to. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
She says
see.
what Jepsy's sister is talking about is she's never dependent to Dane financially.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
Dane
Just they're
abandoned
talking about she's
Jepsy,
never
she never
dependent.
asked Dane about money.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I see. No, He just left her without money,
Mhm.
and she just got mom. She went. She didn't.
She had
She
to
didn't.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just figured it out. No, I understand,
Real
I
nice
have a
to bring
feeling
someone here and leave them
there
to
was
just
some
figure things
things.
out.
I wonder what those text messages said that they sent me that Jepsy sent. Somebody has said that Jepsy was worried about her immigration status. I don't know if that
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying that.
Maybe BB knows something about that.
Yeah, I wondered what her like, because I do believe he was her sponsor of some sort. Like he was the
Yeah,
fiance
I read that
sponsor.
too. Yeah, I read that too. Like a 10-year sponsorship
Yeah,
for
like I
her.
don't know if they had to be married for 10 years or how they have to be.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either. Sure, her sister can confirm that. And also, another thing I'd like to know is, did she have any friends there in Colorado Springs, or is that all made up too?
No, I haven't. I'm pretty
Like
active
Gina.
on social media, and people around the Springs are, pretty active. And I've shared her stuff on quite a few large number of pages in Colorado Springs, and I haven't had anyone that has come up, that said they were from Colorado Springs that they knew her, and even the people around the apartment didn't know her very well. I know she wasn't there very long, but yeah, it's just hard.
If she had friends, you think they'd be coming out of the woodwork at
Yeah,
this point?
I just feel like they would be out they would be coming out right now. So,
For sure.
well, hopefully what's
Well,
going
and
to
if she had
happen.
friends, wouldn't she reach out to her friends in those 3 weeks?
Again, yeah, right. If she had
Yeah.
people here now, there may be some people up in Denver, but it's kind of strange because a lot of these. I wonder if BB knows. Did they attend a Filipino church? Because there's been a couple of Filipino church people that have come out to help that thought that they recognized her. And so I didn't know if maybe she had attended some sort of church, Filipino church.
Oh.
I haven't heard anything.
Janice just said, on a K-1 visa, even if you don't stay married, the person sponsoring her is responsible for them for 10 years.
Oh, I gotcha.
Hmm.
So that could be
There
motive.
you have motive.
That could be weird motive.
Yeah. I just feel like, the way this family has come into your lives and, messaging you and everything, they seem pretty close. They seem pretty tight, and I just can't imagine that she wouldn't be contacting one of them.
Oh, that's the
No.
dead giveaway for me is because I believe she was in contact. I bet BB would know how often they were in contact on social media because I bet she was in contact quite a bit on social media with her mother and different things. So
I think so, too. It's
oh,
not like
Jay,
she
this
has a
is
strange family. This is awful.
it's so it's such a big world, and her mom is so far away, and there's just
Yeah.
nobody here in Colorado Springs. I mean, the people we're talking to, even to organize stuff, a lot of them are from the Denver area because there's a larger Filipino community up there. But when Margie types to me and she types her groans, I just
I
can't
know,
handle
it
it.
breaks your heart. I know.
Can't handle it. So, all right. Well, I'm calling it a
All
night
right.
anyway. But
right,
I'm
well,
glad
thanks
we
for all
solved
you
all the
do.
mysteries. But we found out where he's at. If you verified that's his vehicle, then
That's his vehicle,
he is
RKM.
he is definitely at the address in San Diego. Now, I know everybody. We turned this into whether or not they were standing out in front of the window, but the truth is, what I do know is that I have somebody that was at this house 2 days ago, and they took video and pictures at this house in San Diego, and there's a car that is registered to Dane out in front of this house. That is not.
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
so, now that is, I mean, that's a thing where like we know where he's at. So let's hope the cops will get together and.
Oh, we're trying, BB. We're going to do everything we can to help you guys. Oh, my God. She said, hope you find Jepsy soon. Please help us find her.
Oh, Jay.
BB, we're going to do everything we can.
I'm going to hang up posters every day that I drive by there for sure. I just feel like, yeah, now the question is what they're going to do. What are they going to, like, how is this going to proceed, going forward with stuff? It just feels like they are, it didn't feel like law enforcement was really.
She said, thank you so much to all of you. God bless.
Thank you, BB. Thank you for showing up. Tell your mom, Dad with the phone is not going to forget Jepsy and continue to do whatever I can to.
Yep, you got a good one on it, BB.
So.
Even if I do have to say something good about it. I'm just kidding.
Did that hurt you to say that?
I'm just kind of lighting your mood a little bit.
I know.
No, I know this gets to you. So.
It's and that's why I didn't know we were gonna. I didn't do a big announcement today because I wasn't trying to. I was kind of speculating. I wanted to go see where he was at. I want to look and think about, how can they be involved? What are they up to? Why is he not? Why? Why not? Why do you just disappear? And if you're responsible for 10 years, man.
Yeah, he should be held accountable right now.
Yeah, right now. If he's responsible for 10 years, then he should be held accountable on where she's at right now.
Absolutely. Why is he not being questioned just on his inflicting stories?
Yeah.
It makes me sick, but I know you'll get to the bottom of it. You know where he's laid up, so.
Well, I know. I might have to go out to. All right, here we go.
Oh my God! Now you're gonna be on a plane out to San Diego.
No, I got people in San Diego. That guy just texted me. So.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm gonna hang up here.
All
Thanks,
right.
Mike, for everything you do.
All right, Jay. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching tonight. If you're just tuning in, you can go back and watch it. It was an entertaining one. We argue for about at least 45 minutes over who this was in front of the house. Sister came on and was like, that's not my sister. And that's an Asian guy, or that's a Filipino guy. Dad was looking at a blurry picture. I went and looked at a clearer picture, and we did confirm that that's definitely not him. I was trying to convince y'all, though. I ain't even gonna lie. We did find out, though, that is the right house. And the reason we confirmed that is because the vehicle in the top left corner of the picture is registered to Dane, and it is parked out in front of that house, or parked in the general area of that house. And so we did confirm that. That's Colorado plate OXA043, and that is a Mazda Protege registered to Dane. And so... hit like, subscribe, like Lucky Lou said, and thanks you guys for joining. Thanks you guys. It's a crazy day today. Lost my puppy, found my puppy. Now we're gonna find Jepsy. We ain't gonna do it from right here though. I can tell y'all about it here, but it's gonna take some people getting out. So. Please keep Jepsy's yes, please keep Jepsy's family in your prayers. They are they've got to be going through an incredibly hard time, and we're just all strangers, right? This is all strangers to us. But when you're speaking about family, it's crazy. By the time we're done with this, we're all going to feel like we know Jepsy and we know her family. And you got to understand, this is the only information the family's getting right now. The police, I do want to address this. Law enforcement told me on the phone that they had been in contact with family and Jepsy's mother. And that wasn't true. I spoke with Jepsy's mom, and she had not spoken with law enforcement at the time. Now, since then, she may have spoken with law enforcement. Well, I didn't like how they lied to us, and it's right on the video, and I have the messages, and law enforcement can lie for a number of different reasons, but you don't have to lie about being in contact, because I could have put you in contact with the family, and so I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't really like how law enforcement has actually handled this, or it continues to handle this. But right now, we don't really have, it's either us or no one else. It really is. You're not seeing a ton of information. You're not seeing a ton of news about this. And even though we're trying to push it to the top, push it out there, it's crazy. So, thanks for watching. And, yeah. I'm out. Peace. Oh, my thing ain't going close. We can't end it.